yeah, we're fucked, mate. We're absolutely finished. We all knew this day was gonna come eventually. After categorically declining the opportunity to have a striker at any point during the last few years, Manchester City have gone out and bought Erling Haaland, with the likes of Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein basically confirming the deal today. With an already star-studded team that looks like it's on its way to a Premier League title, is the addition of Erling Haaland into the mix gonna make Manchester City unbeatable? We are actually gonna be the Farmers. You may have been able to tell already, my voice is basically gone. That was from screaming unrelentingly from the fact that Man City are gonna slap all of us next season. Like, I'm not being funny, this has the potential to do all of us in. Like, at the moment, sure, Liverpool can compete to some degree. You know, Chelsea were in the mix for at least 4 months of the season, but I'm telling you now that this transfer has the potential to end all of us. I'm talking Uber Eats Premier League. Get used to seeing more possession statistics like this next season. I'm not being funny, when Watford inevitably get re-promoted to the Premier League next season, they get slapped up by Man City at the best of times. That fixture is finishing 16-0 next campaign. Luton have the chance to be promoted this season. Their squad's worth £1.5 million in total. They don't want to get promoted. They'd rather match fix their way to staying in the Championship. Just throw the playoffs, lads. It's not worth it. Because I'm telling you, this guy's making his debut, game 1 of the season, and he's scoring 3 hat-tricks.
3 of the best. He's made them perfect.
But are we overblowing the situation? You know, ultimately, it's one striker. Erling Haaland is not even arguably, is factually one of the top 3 best young players in world football right now. And even, like, disregarding age, when he's fully fit, is probably top 5 out-and-out strikers in the world. And the concern is, for me, obviously, you know, City's system is not heavily reliant on needing an out-and-out striker like that. But if we're being real, there's definitely been games this season where you could look at Man City and say, man, imagine if they just had a striker. Let alone, like, any striker. Literally slap Ricky Lambert up top and he's scoring 15 goals in a season for City. Let alone someone as clinical, as well-rounded as Erling Haaland. It could be a bloodbath. And with Kevin De Bruyne giving him service, man, we're finished. He's gonna end up with 106 assists next season. This is a visual representation of De Bruyne and Haaland's link-up this coming season. If we look at him statistically, he's the youngest and fastest player to ever score 20 Champions League goals. He's the youngest player to score in 5 consecutive Champions League games, the first to score 25 goals in 25 Bundesliga games, and the youngest ever player to 50 Bundesliga goals. He shreds it up in whatever competition he's in. Obviously, there can be question marks sometimes about the quality of the Bundesliga, but the Champions League records, like, the guy is undefeatable on the European stage as well. I mean, undefeatable, he has been defeated in terms of, like, playing for Dortmund. You know what I'm saying? You know, he performs in Europe too. It's not just at a domestic level. So he's passed his medical after Man City activated a release clause that Dortmund had in a Norwegian's contract. Now, on the face of it, it's 60 million euros, which is criminally low for Erling, but apparently that's the only way they could get him to actually sign for them in the first place. So I guess they have made profit. They've got 2 years of service out of him, but in this modern day and age, that is an absolute steal for a player of his age and quality. I'll be totally honest with you, Pep. You have replaced him. We cannot. The deal is as good as done. It hasn't been actually officially announced by Manchester City or by Haaland yet, but you might as well get on that, lads. It's fair to say Agent Foden may have had a part to play in his decision-making. Hey, listen, trust me, bro. If you join, I could get you some good-looking Icelandic girl. One of the real main motivators behind the deal, generally speaking, is Erling's dad, Alf Inge Haaland, ex of Leeds United, but more crucially, former Manchester City player himself. There's obviously loads of pictures of Erling in a Manchester City kit from when he was young, though I've got to assume it must have been a little bit distracting during negotiations. So as you can see, this is one of my favourite ones. This is a picture of him when he was just 3 years old. Dad, please, you're embarrassing me. You don't need to show that we've got things to do. His initiation for the transfer's going pretty well as well. Every little thing. And the Man City players are already celebrating in the changing room. They know they're about to score 147 points in the league next season. To be fair, I mentioned his dad as well. And look, listen, whilst he's in England, this might be the perfect opportunity for him to exact some revenge on the man that challenged him so harshly back in his City days.
might smash into somebody just to make me feel better.
Meanwhile, there'll be mixed emotions for him when he's lining up in the Manchester derby and he sees his bro Jadon Sancho starting for the other side. And as I said, this kid is good. He's got the magic touch in European competition. He's just as effective in the Champions League. When Man City inevitably get drawn against Shakhtar Donetsk in the group stages, they're going to be slapping them 12-0 before they inevitably go out in the quarterfinals against Bayer Leverkusen because Pep's played him as a left inverted centre-back. This is a super team at this point, like an actual super team. But if they do not win the Champions League with Erling Haaland in the team, then we actually have to have serious debates about the fraudulent character of everybody at the club. The rest of European football is not even that strong at the moment. Like, obviously, in the league, in our league, we've got Liverpool and Chelsea who are genuine contenders for European competitions. Chelsea are the reigning champions, Liverpool are in the final. And then you've got either Arsenal or Tottenham. Moving on to the rest of, in Spain, obviously you've got Barcelona, but they're probably the weakest they've been in at least 20 years in terms of personnel. You've got Real Madrid, who are good, but I think the majority of the thing that takes them through is the mentality of the team. In Italy, Juventus are down in 4th in Serie A. Inter and AC Milan, whilst relatively strong and stronger than they have been recently, you wouldn't tip them to go and win a Champions League next season. In France, PSG, you just have to wait for them to bottle it at some point in the competition. And you've got Bayern Munich, who are always just there or thereabouts. But again, in terms of quality, they're not as good as Man City. And it's big money as well, for Erling in terms of wages. He's not going to earn more than Kevin De Bruyne, but allegedly he could be earning £375,000 a week. Jurgen Klopp's going to be having nightmares staring at that £3.6 billion net worth squad when he comes up against them next season. You've got United taking various documents to UEFA about financial fair play before remembering they spent £80 million on Harry Maguire. And to be honest, in terms of the transfer fee, this is not bad for Man City. This is the same amount of money that United spent on Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I love Naby Keita, but he's not Erling Haaland, and it's the same transfer fee. Danny Drinkwater is not far away from this valuation, and I haven't even seen him for 3 years. He's still running on Windows XP. Meanwhile, Erling Haaland is an extra for my robot. Harry Kane can't be too happy seeing this transfer kicking off. Listen, Gary, bro, I need you to sort me out again. The Englishman seriously missed his chance last summer because Man City are not going to come calling again. I genuinely just don't think we're deep in how fucked all of us are. Like a front five of De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez, Phil Foden, and Erling Haaland is gonna obliterate everybody.
You're distinctly average, but that is a compliment. So,
Mo Salah's gonna come out with one of his aggressive tweets trying to make Manchester City and Erling Haaland scared at the start of next season. Erling's just gonna call us out and then slap us 4-0 the next week.
You see, you plumber from Liverpool, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot. Okay, all right.
Gabriel Jesus has been in great form recently, with Erling Haaland and of course Alvarez coming in from River Plate this summer. He's gonna have a pretty short and sweet meeting with Pep Guardiola after getting transfer listed by the club.
Actually, I'm glad we've got this opportunity to chat, as there's a couple things I want to...
Shut up.
Sure.
I mean, forget about it. He probably can't even get into the training ground now.
Open the door.
Now listen, I'm obviously overblowing the impact that he's gonna have. He's not gonna beat Liverpool 4-0. 3-0 potentially. So realistically, it comes down to Man City, and there's an argument to say that he might flop. I mean, everyone thought that Romelu Lukaku would, come in and do the business for Chelsea, or, the majority of people did, after signing for £100 million, and being very prolific over in Italy at a, very high level, and then it just hasn't worked. He just hasn't fitted into the system over at Chelsea. But you never know, it could go drastically wrong. For Erling's sake, I don't want it to, because I actually respect him a lot as a footballer. But now that he's going to Man City, if I want any hope of winning the Premier League at all in the next, 7 seasons, I'm gonna have to hope it doesn't go as well as we think it will. However, let me know what you guys think to the signing down in the comment section below. Is Erling Haaland finally gonna win Manchester City the Champions League, or are we really getting ahead of ourselves, and is he not gonna provide the goals and the pure firepower that Man City clearly need? That though is gonna wrap up today's video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then feel free to slap a like on the video, and of course subscribe if you are new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It is @officialfng on Twitter and on Insta. It's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye. After oh my god.